Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how to create a website with login and registration form. So let's look at the project that we're going to create it. I'm going to click on the login and register. I'm able to see the model has been appear. Inside the model have a login form, the default have a login. And the right side have a button when you will click on that, and this is the registration form, right? And also have another feature will be click on that to close the model. You can't see anymore the model inside your application. And the cool feature is you can click on the about. So this is about, click on that, and here's another cool feature inside the application. So let me tell with you how you can create it from scratch. I go to my code editor. Inside that have in a minute. I go to reset and like this one I'm gonna get that. So this is the basic structure of HTML, and inside that have a style.css and have a script.js, right? And I have images, two images. The first one is a logo, the second one is a background image. So first of all we need to design the header section, right? So let's start to design that. I'm going to use header tag, and the header I will use now. Then I will use the logo. Inside the logo I will use anchor link. Inside the anchor link I will use image img in a minute img logo.png. Then I'm going to use h2 design. After the closing logo div I'll use URL ally anchor link, and inside that I'm going to use home, about, that will services, that will contact, and in the last closing section I'm going to use button tag. Type is button, and I'm going to use login/register. And also I'm going to add the class btn underscore register, or you can write any name as you want. So we need to save it and open it in the live server. Right now this is our data, so we need to design it using CSS. So I go to style.css. Step number 1, you need to reset the property. So I'm going to use padding 0, margin 0, box sizing border box, and then I need to select the body. In the body I need to use font families Poppins, sensitive, and I'm going to use overflow is hidden. Then we need to save it. We need to select the header. Inside the header have all of the content, so I need to select it, and we need to add the background color. Background URL image bg, no repeat, center cover. And also we need to assign the height. That will assign inside the background 100 vh, and I think so we need to save it and look at that, right? The next one is I want to display the content in the center of the page, like this one in the center. But before using it I'm going to use color is white. So okay, I can't see the color white because inside there have a link tag. Okay, don't worry. So I need to get that and use container and paste complete content inside there. I need to select the container. In the container I need to use max width 1440 width 100%, margin 0, and auto. Then our content will appear in the center of the page right now. But don't worry, we will manage it using display property of the CSS. So let's select the nav. I'm gonna select the nav. Display flags, align item center, justify content space between. So look at that. Then inside the nav have a URL tag, So I'm going to list style type none, display flags, save, and look at that. Also we need to select the logo tag. Inside the logo have an anchor link, so I need to select it. Now logo anchor link, just a minute. Text decoration none, color is white, and display flags, line item center, save, and look at that. Right, then inside the logo have H2, font size I'm going to use 2 rem, and letter spacing I'm going to use 4 pixels, save. Right, and I want to make a space between our top section to our neighbor, so I'm going to use padding 1 rem and 0 to make a space top and bottom. Right, cool. So let's see Navial ally anchor link, so I'm going to use color is white, text decoration is none, so yeah, and I'm going to add the space, so margin 0 and 1 rem to make a space. Font size I will use 1 rem, and yeah, so in a minute I'm going to get the padding and paste on there, because everything is up here inside the content. And yeah, here's a cool thing, but I need to decrease the size of the letter spacing is 2 pixels, and also I will use the margin left 2 pixels, 5 pixels is best, so it should be display the space. Right, cool. So I'm gonna add a few more things inside the anchor link. Font size I will increase that 1.1. Yeah, perfect. So let's work on the hover effect inside the anchor link. So I'm going to select it, use colon before property, content is none, and position is absolute, but we need to use position relative, and we need to use width 100%, and height I will use 2 pixels. Background color is white, save, and look at that. But I will use the bottom property 0, then my content is up here in the bottom of the page, right? But I will use it -10 pixel, then it should be display the bottom and have a space between our links and our content, right? But the default I will assign the width is 0% when I hover the mouse. In a minute. Now I'll anchor link, and I'm gonna hover colon before. I need to use width 100%. So, and as you can see, but the thing is I will use the transition on 0.3 SN, then you should be able to see the effect. Okay, cool. So let's move on the right side button. In the button, in a minute, now button tag. In the button tag I will use the border 1 pixel solid. No, I'm gonna use border none, outline none, border 1 pixel I will use DDD, and background color I will use background color transparent, color is white, font family is unheaded, and I'm going to use padding 0.6 rem and 1 rem, cursor pointer, border radius 5 pixel, font size 1 rem, transition all 0.2 SN, and yeah, so I think it should be display the perfect. Cool. But the thing is I need to add the hover effect. When I hover the mouse, so I need to change the background is white and color is white, and background color I will use it 006. Also first we need to save it, and let's see. Yeah, in a minute. Background is white, color is black. Yeah, cool. And yeah, I'm gonna add the effect when I click the button. Effect is active, so I'm gonna use transform scale 0.98. Click on that. Yeah, it's cool. Right, so let's move on the next section. In the next section we're gonna display the model. In the model I will use outside of that is model, and I'm gonna use class is fa close, and then I'm gonna use model header. In the model header I will use the tabs btn, just like btns. Inside that I will use the button tag, so I'm going to use btn and btn login. Okay, just a minute, that should be displayed. Yeah. And type is submit. Inside that I will use the login, then I'm going to use get, and the next one is I'm going to use register, so that is btn register. Alright, so this is model header. Inside that I have buttons, and then I will use the model body, but we need to use model body before that. Yeah, so in a minute. Model body, and I'm gonna h2 login, input type text, username, and that will password, placeholder password, and then I will use the content div. In the content div I will use the class. I'm going to use RAM. Right, so this is my class name, don't worry. Inside that I'm going to use the checkbox, and after that I will use the label tag, and the label I will use the font is remember. I'll leave the font, I just use remember. And after the closing div I'm going to use anchor link and use the forget password. That's it. And the last thing I need to edit, so in the model footer, so I'm going to use model footer. So in the model footer I will display the button tag, so I'm going to use button type, just use login btn login. So I think I have used the btn login top of my page. Okay, I'm gonna use btn login. Okay, I'm gonna leave this default and I will manage it on my own. Type is button. So save, and let's look at that. I can't see right now the model inside there because I need to use the overflow. Inside that I need to use X means left and right is hidden. So we need to save it, and you can see the model right now, as you can see. But we need to fix that inside this one screen, right? So I need to work on the CSS In the CSS, you need to select the model in a minute. This is model, so you need to select it. And the model you need to use position is absolute, and you need to use top will move 50%, left will move 50%. Then you need to use transform translate negative 50%, comma negative 50%. Then your model should be displayed in the center of this section right now, as you can see. Right, cool. Then I'm gonna use background is white, padding 2 rem, box shadow I will use 5 pixel, 10 pixel, 5 pixel, RGB 000. Just a minute. That is 5. Border radius I will use it 5 pixel, width will for 40 pixel, and yeah, so we need to save it, and let's look at that. Yeah, the model is up here, and the cool thing is we need to design another things. So another thing is this is a button icon, and those are buttons, right? So let's design the model icon, cross icon. So I'm gonna use model I tag, I'm gonna use position is absolute, and I will move it right 25 pixel, and top will move 20 pixel. Cursor pointer, and then I'm gonna use font size 1.2 rem. Need to save, and cross icon appear in the right side. Alright, cool. Then I'm gonna select the model, H2 tag, text align is center, and font size I will use 2 rem. I'm gonna use margin bottom to make a space, as 1 rem is best. Save, and look at that out. Right, so let's move on the BTNs. So I'm gonna use display flags, justify on center, and I'm gonna use margin 0.5 rem and 0 rem. So right, and then I need to use the BTN class. So I'll use outline none with 100%, border is none, padding 0.5 rem and 1 rem. Font family I will use inherit, and I'm going to use color, background color is DDD, and yeah, I will use the color is white. Font size I will use 1 rem. Cursor pointer, and yeah, I will use the hover effect also inside there, right? So in the hover effect I will use the BTN active. So same thing, I'm gonna add it that I used on top of my page, like this one. So get it, paste on this, and right now as you can see. Right, so let's add the effect BTN.active when this class is active. So I need to change the background color is slide blue, and I will move it, the button will move it top not the negative 3 pixels. So in a minute, save, and I will assign the active class in the login, so it should be displayed top, and the background has been changed right now, right? So yeah, so we need to work on the model body, but I think yeah, I need to work on the input field, so that is appear inside the model body with 100%, font family inherit, outline none, padding 0.5 rem and 0.8 rem. Margin I will use 0.5 rem and 0. Border 1 pixel solid DDD. Border radius I will use 5 pixel. Font size one. Save, and it should be displayed the perfect. Right, cool. Then after the model input field, I need to select the content. The content means this is the content, this, right? So in the content I need to select the model body content, so I'm going to display flag, justify on a space between, align item center, margin, iFrame, and save. And we need to fix this one, so I need to select the model body dot rem, align item center, save, right? And I need to select the model content, have a label tag, so I'm going to use margin left 10 pixel to make a space, right? Have a space inside there. Yeah, so let's move on the final one button. So model footer, have a button tag, so I'm going to use width 100%, outline I will use none, border is none, and background color I will use same like step value, and font family is inherit. Font size I'm going to use 1 rem, padding 0.7 rem and 1 rem. Make a space with our top content, so I'm going to use margin top 1 rem, cursor pointer, border radius of 5 pixel is best. So we need to save. Look at that. But I think I need to add the background, not background, just a color. I need to change it, right? So the last thing I need to add it effect, so I use the same effect inside there. So just use comma, model body, colon, button colon, not colon, not active. Same thing inside there. Why? In a minute. The model body button active, and in a minute. So this is a BTN active class. So I need to select the same thing, model footer, button tag, so, and that one is active, so yeah, and same thing inside there, right? So we need to design the below, means I need to display the below. So I'm going to create a class below, get that. So inside that I'm going to use position absolute, top 0, width 100%, height is 100%, background color I will use the default is red, and I'm going to use filter property below 80 pixel. Save, and okay, I can't see right now though. In a minute. Okay, we need to save it. Right now, as you can see, the background has been, the red color is being applied inside there. But inside that, I'm gonna use the RGBA 0.7. Save, and look at that. So what I need to do on there, I need to hide that, right? So I need to use hide. In the hide class, I will use display none. Also, I need to assign the same class inside there. The default is a hide. I don't need to display that. So in a minute, I think I need to save this one. So right, And the thing is, we need to create another form that is used to register the user. So I need to select the model. This is the header model body, so I need to assign that as a model login class. Not that, I'm gonna use the same in a minute. So just a minute, I need to get that model body and model body with footer. Okay, I need to get the footer and paste it inside there. So yeah, it's perfect. So I need to get it, and that is register body. So the first one is input username, and the next one is email, password, and I don't need to display the content inside there, just use that as a register, and that is just register. So I need to save it, and right now the default I need to display the watch class, this one, active class. So I'm gonna assign the active class, but we need to hide the model body class. When the class is active, then the model will appear, otherwise you can't see the model. In a minute, I'm gonna check that where is my model body. So here, I think, and this is model input, but model body I need to use display none, right? You can't see, but I need to assign, but I will use it after that, because this is a series of the model, right? And when the model body dot active class is used, so I'm gonna use display block. So you should be able to see the login form right now. If I assign the same class inside this one, register, then you should be able to see the registration form, right? Very simple. So let's move on the JavaScript, but before using JavaScript, yeah, so we're gonna work on that. In the JavaScript, so you need to get the value and assign the value inside the variable. So I'm gonna get the value one by one, const btn's elements. So those are query select all. You need to select all btn. Which btn? In a minute I'm going to show you. I go to top, and inside the header have a btn. Right now it's first and second. This is the registration btn. The next one is I need to create it, const links, query select all, and we need to select the URL li anchor link. This is the link tag. I'll use model body, query select all, model underscore body. Then we need to select the below element, blr. Then I need to select the const btn register. You can use, so this is a btn register that is appear in our navbar. So that is our model element, and the model element I need to use the model. The last thing you need to edit is close btn, that is icon that is appear inside the model, the class in fa close, right? So first of all I need to add the active class and remove the active class from my this one section. So I also open the console and also element. So let's do this. So I'm going to select the btns. I also use the command tabs. So I need to select the btn.add MLS now, click event, and also I'm going to add just a minute, I need to select the btn's element, use the for each. I need to pass two parameters. First one is a button, the second one is index number. Then execute the function. Inside that I need to select the btn, that is parameter. Inside that I'm going to use the add email listener, event click event. When the event is executed, then I need to use the btn dot class list dot add which class, active class. So we need to save it, and where is header, not there, model, and in a minute. The default have active class, but when I click on the second one, as you can see, the second one active class is in appear. But when I click the second one, then I want to remove the first one class. So what I need to do on there, I need to select the btn element, use for each loop, use btn e. You can write any name. This is just a demonstration name. So you need to select the btn e dot class list dot remove which class, active class. So save, click on that, click on that, click on that, right? And also I will use the transition as well inside the button when the class is active, right? So 0.3s, right? Cool. Yeah, so let's move on the next movement. In the next movement we need to display model and remove the model, right? So let's move on that. So I'm going to select the model body, so in the model body I'm going to use model body dot for each loop, movement, and use move class list dot remove active. And then we need to select the model body. We need to assign the index value as array. Then I need to use class add is active. So you should be able to see in a minute. Just a minute guys, I need to work on everything inside there, right? You can't see the, click on that, right? And the second one is active, first one active, second one is active, and yeah, it's working. So let's move on the btn register and display the model and hide the model, so on and so forth. So I'm going to select the btn register. This is a, by the way, neighbor btn. So click event, when the click is here, then I want to display the model, right? So I need to select the model element dot class list dot add actor, and also I need to select the pillar dot style dot display is block. Block. So we need to save it, and the default I need to hide the model. So first we need to save. I need to hide the model in a minute. I need to check that. Model I, this is model. So I'm going to display no. When the class is active, then I need to use display block. So we need to save, click on that. Right now, as you can see, the model is up here, and also overlay effect is up here, but we need to fix that. And yeah, so I need to assign the ZNX property inside the ZNX2. So I think it should be displayed perfect. Yeah, so let's work on this one area to close the model. So close boolean, add MLS now, which event, click event. When it will display the scene, I need to select the model, select it, and just use the remove, and that is display none. Save and click on that, click on that, click on that, click that, right? So our model is ready now, but the thing is we need to work on the content, right? When user will click on that, then we should be able to see the register. When user click on the login, then we should be able to see the login detail, right? So let's move on that. Just a minute, I need to go on there and model. So model body, okay, the model is appear inside there, right? So in the model body, the default I want to use display none. So click on that in a minute. Model body display none in a minute. Okay, we need to save that, and yeah, I think the class is applied on there, is active. Click on that. Right now you can't see the model body inside there, but when the class is active, then the model will appear, model body will appear. So I need to use it as model body dot active display block. So the first one is default, I need to assign it as a login form. So and click on that, right click on that, but why I can't see the register? In a minute I need to check that inside the console. Model body for each loop. Okay, I need to check that. Model body. Okay, the issue is on there is all. So click on that, click that. Right now as you can see, this is a register button. Click now login button, and so on and so forth. Click on that. So the last and final one is when I click on that, then I want to display the complete active class, right? So yeah, I need to assign the active class in the first one, the anchor link, right? And so first we need to save, and then I need to select the where is anchor link, like there. So inside that I need to use your ally anchor link dot active class colon before, and it's with 100%, right? The first one have an active class, right? But when I click on the next one, then I want to move it the neighbor. So I need to select the links element. Yes, for each link I'm gonna use this one tag text like this one, so I need to get it, paste on there. So inside that I need to select the link, not there, I need to select the links, and inside there I'm gonna use all, and then inside there I'm gonna use link. So this is the parameter. This will help us to add the class as active, and this for each loop will use to remove the links from there, remove the class. Okay, something is wrong on there, guys. In a minute I need to check that links element. In a minute I'm gonna check that. Where is the link? Okay, query select all. Okay, perfect. Okay, in a minute I need to select the link that add email listener. Which event? Click event. And once the event is executed, then do this thing, right? So save and click on that, click on that, click on that, and yeah, so I need to click on that. So this is our login form, this is our registration form. So I hope you are understood as well all about how to create a website with login and registration form and have a many features. So I hope you have learned something new from this one video. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, guys.